next topic is Peninsular Plateau. The Indian Plateau is also known as Peninsular Plateau as it is bordered by water on its three sides. It is mainly composed of old crystalline, hard igneous and metamorphic rocks. Large quantities of metallic and non-metallic resources are found here. It has broad and shallow valleys with rounded hills. The topography of Indian Plateau is slightly tilting towards the east. So the rivers originate in this area tend to flow down towards the east and merge in Bay of Bengal. Western Ghats in the west and Eastern Ghats in the east form its boundary. The southernmost tip of Indian Peninsular Plateau is Kanyakumari. Dominant plateaus of this region are Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau. Malwa Plateau is on the west. Chota Nagpur Plateau is in the eastern side. In comparison to the Gangetic Plains, these regions are dry because here we can see the absence of perennial rivers and the regions are not so fertile. Irrigation facilities depend upon tube wells and tanks. Chota Nagpur Plateau is rich in mineral resources. The portion of Peninsular Plateau lying to the south of river Narmada in a triangular landmass is known as Deccan Plateau. Satpura ranges in the north, west. Towards the east, Mahadev and Kaimur ranges. A portion of Michael ranges form its edges. Western side, Western Ghats. East, Eastern Ghats, and south the Nilgiris form its boundary. It is believed that Deccan Plateau was formed due to a volcanic eruption. So here the presence of Reiger soil or black soil is common, which is very suitable for the cotton plant. An important feature we can observe here is the presence of Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Western Ghats structure is continuous. It starts from Khandesh in Maharashtra and ends at Kanyakumari. These Ghats lie parallel to the west coast, having a few passes providing natural route to western coast. The extension of Western Ghats is 1600 kilometers. Western Ghats are higher than Eastern Ghats. So the rivers like Godavari, Krishna, which originate in Western Ghats, flow across these regions and cut through Eastern Ghats and flow down and merge in Bay of Bengal. Near Gudalur, Nilgiris join Western Ghats and they rise to over a height of 2000 meters. The famous hill station Udagamandalam, which is also known as Ooty, is situated here. Doda Beta, which is 2637 meters, is the highest peak in Nilgiris. Annamalai Hills, Palani Hills and Cardamom Hills are the famous hills of Western Ghats. Anaimudi, which is 2695 meters, is the highest peak in South India. This is situated in Anaimalai. Eastern Ghats extends from Mahanadi Valley to the Nilgiris. Eastern Ghats extends from Mahanadi Valley in the north and Nilgiris in the south. Eastern Ghats are not continuous because the rivers which originate in Western Ghats cut through it. Velikondas, Palakondas, Nallamalas and Sheshajalam are the important hills of this area, of these hills. Arayokonda found at Chindapulli, which is 1680 meters, is the highest peak in Eastern Ghats.